Hello, good morning. Well, today is Saturday, the 16th of March. We arrived back home on Thursday. As you're aware, if you've watched me other video, the site actually, got flooded out. But when we were away, them 2 days of heavy rain, we noticed something with the caravan window, which had happened a couple of years ago and I'd fixed it. But I'll go through, it's an easy fix. So if you ever see water on the inside by your windows, don't have a panic. I'll show you where we spotted the water pooling and how you repair it and what the cause is. So hopefully this will help somebody that's panicking, thinking, oh God, I've got water coming in through the windows. So yeah, so we'll have a look inside and I'll show you exactly what I did yesterday to fix it. So if you see this corner here, and here, and it was the same on this corner here and here. The main window's all right, but we noticed water pooling just on here, and this was where it coming in. So I'll open this window and I'll go outside and I'll show you what the cause of it is and how easy it is to fix. So if this does happen to you, please don't panic. I'll just go through the tools that you'll need. You will definitely need, if your van is fitted with a Phillips, but you'll want a long reach Phillips screwdriver, and I've used RV61, which is a caravan sealant and adhesive. Last time I only used the sealant when it happened before. So I'll just open this window up for you to show you where the, well, Joyce will just undo them. So I can push this window up to show you. Now you can actually, if you wanted to, see this rail here that the window fits into. What happens, especially when I was with it being an older van, these screws work themselves loose. So what happens is you get a gap of a few mil or a couple of centimetres even sometimes. So what happens when it rains, the rain comes in here, gets behind there, I'm hoping you can see this, gets behind there, and because there's a gap there, it tracks in underneath that, comes down, especially when it's heavy rain, it'll come down, it'll track in on this seal, come down your window, and it'll pull in these corners. So basically what you need to do, obviously undo these screws a bit. Now you can take this off, but I don't bother because then you have to take the window out. So while these screws are loose, get your sealant and put it underneath this rail here, and then screw your screws in with a long handled screwdriver. And this is why you need that long handled one, and it is easy with two people, because with the short one you get difficulty getting it in, so you need the long handled one. And just nip those up. In fact, I can nip those up again. So that's it. Now it does take a while for this sealant to cure, but it will cure. So you need a dry day also to do this with, and you need to give this a clean. Now that's the sealant where I've rubbed it with my dirty fingers, but just give that area a clean before you put the sealant in, and retighten those, and basically that is the job done. So, but what happens with it being an older van and them screws, it works itself, hold on, it works itself loose over time, the screws. So it just needs resealing every now and then, but you'll know when to reseal. I mean, you could check it regular, but we did that about, was it about 2.5 years ago, Joe? Yeah. About 2.5 years ago, because we noticed when we were at Otley, a site in Otley, and we had torrential rain again, that water was starting to come in, and at the time we really did panic because we were it was a new van to us, and we were like, oh my God, what's going on here with the thing? But a little bit of investigation on Google and things, and everything pointed it to be those window rails up above. So yeah, so we just did, so I did them, and it fixed the problem, and the van's been bone dry. Like I say, again this week with the lakes, with them, well, basically a week of constant rain and 2 days of torrential rain hitting the front of the van all the time with the wind blowing that way, it's obviously got in. And I was surprised when I undid this window, this side, and I lifted that, there was a gap literally, not an inch but not far off it, where the screw had worked itself loose. And it's quite easy to see how the rain gets in behind that and then comes down. So then what I also do with these sails on the window, I use silicone spray. So this is Holt's Professional Silicone Spray. I'm going to give all these, I'll turn you around, it's not very professional anymore, but I give all these all these sails a spray over and a wipe off with a silicone spray. Some people say, and it's wrong by the way, that you can use Vaseline. That's bad advice. Vaseline or anything like that contains petroleum, and petroleum can rot the rubber seals, so you don't want to be using Vaseline. You want to be using the silicone spray. It's probably cheaper than Vaseline as well, if I'm honest. So yeah, so that's it. So it was just a little one that might help somebody out just on how you fix that problem, and what the 90% of the time the cause will be for getting window water pooling in those edges like I showed you. And while I was here as well, I also just did this rail, the gutter rail as well, along the top, because that was starting to look a bit old and cracking. So yeah, it doesn't last forever, but that'll last a few years, and that should do the trick. So yeah, just a quick one. So there you go. I hope you've got some benefit from this video, and if you've liked it, please give us a thumbs up. It's really appreciated. Else with the analytics, glorious sunshine today. And if you don't subscribe, please think about doing so. I do a lot of things outdoors. You know the weather's coming, so we do the caravanning, I do wild camping, gear reviews, and once the sun gets out in the warmer weather, I'm going to start getting the kayak out more, maybe doing some wild camps along the river with the kayak. So there's a lot to come on the channel, as well as probably some of the short videos of breaks away in the caravan and a few site reviews. So if that's your thing, like you say, please subscribe and give us a like. If you're already subscribed, you know it means the world. Yeah, so that's it. Until next time, I love you all loads. Bye for now. Mwah!